Hi, my name is Benedict Owusu. Welcome to the sports segment here on the EM show. Well, Indiana Stars are in action later today in the CAF Confederation Cup game, their third group game. Remember, they've lost their first game and also drew their last game, so they have to get a win. They play against AS Vita Club of DR Congo later today at the Doma Park in Doma, and we'll definitely get more on that. But we have to start from the camp of the Black Princesses. Well, they've stepped up preparations ahead of their participation at this year's FIFA U20 World Cup in France. Now, the team, after leaving camp due to the current football situation, resumed camping on Monday, and they're expected to embark on a tour of Spain to fine-tune preparations. But Coach Basigi insists they are making do with a limited time training at the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence.
It's going to help us a lot because, we'll have a feel, we'll get exposure, and with the facilities available, and then also with the weather is similar to France. So that's why they decided that we should go to Spain, and then we'll play a high-profile match or matches before we get there. So by that time, we are okay.
Now, you go to Spain, you play matches, and then you head for the tournament itself. You are in the same group with host nation France. The Netherlands is also in there, as well as New Zealand. These are teams that are well known when it comes to women football. And for France itself, it's a big challenge playing against a host nation.
Most especially now that the men have won, it's going to be a motivational factor for them. But for us, we also accept the challenge, and then we'll put everything at the back of our mind, knowing very well that we are playing the host nation. We will also do our very best to get good results out of it.
Well, Coach Basigi will go into the tournament without influential player Priscilla Adubea, who emerged as top scorer in the qualifiers. Well, she picked up a knee injury, which is a big blow to the team, but skipper of the Saikuchi, Rafael Hassan, believes the other players in camp have what it takes to fill the void created by Adubea.
We have to take it in good faith. She did help us a lot. She is the reason why we qualified for the World Cup. But all is not lost. Looking up to her, we are trying to put on our best just to make her happy. She is the reason why we are pushing hard. And I guess when we go there, everything will be okay, and she too will be happy for us too.
Well, and still on national teams, the Black Satellites have also resumed camping ahead of the African Youth Championship qualifier with Benin next month. That's going to happen on August 5. Now, Coach Jimmy Kobler insists the break in camp due to the recent issues has affected their plans, but is hopeful of putting the team in good shape for the game in 3 weeks.
Well, I think, as you know, because of the situation of our game in Ghana, the boys came. It's exactly 1 week now. And they were a bit rusty because they were not playing. But I think they are coming up. They are coming up, yeah.
How big of a problem has that been for you? And what amount of work have you had to put in that? Because I know it will definitely make your job difficult.
Well, as a footballer, you're supposed not even to stay for 2 days without training. And so imagine maths plus. For sure, it's a problem, but it's all our preparation. That's why we are here. We are preparing them. We are believing that by the time that date of 4th comes, they will be ready.
In terms of conditioning, are these guys in the best of minds as you prepare them towards this big assignment?
Well, I think they are young boys, and it may be affecting them. But our technical director was here, Otia Kente, and he had time to talk to them, set them up, encourage them. And so I think it has also played a role, because from that day, you could see some difference. Yeah.
So you are hoping that from now until the time we'll go, the players will be as sharp as you want them to be?
They should be because of what we're taking them through. We've done a program for them, and I think it is working. We play 1 or 2 training games just to see their level, and I am sure by then we'll be ready for a big victory.
So that was Jimmy Kobler. He's as coach of the Black Satellites team. That's the under-20 male team. Well, I spoke about the Indiana Stars game against the AS Vita Club later today at the Doma Park. It's a CAF Confederation Cup, their 3rd game in the competition. First 2 games played by a different coach. That's Yusuf Abubakar, and then Kanichi Atuashi has taken charge. So this will be his first official game for the team, and for Indiana Stars, another first official game for them since their last game against Ashanti Gold. And then you all know what's been happening here on the local scene. So to give us more perspective and also look ahead to the game, we are joined on the phone lines by Indiana Stars PRO, that's Evans Oppong. Hi Evans, thanks so much for joining me this morning here on the AM show. How ready are we for this game?
Well, our boys are well prepared. The mood in camp is good. The boys are well psyched up for this grand game. We are well prepared, and they are motivated both intrinsically and intrinsically to go for a win or a kill for our club. We have a lot of respect for our opponent. Being a Congolese champion and their pedigree in African football cannot be underrated. But we, as a club, are also trying to build our own history here in African football. Our performance at our stadium has been very phenomenal, and our performance has been uncalculable so far as home matches are concerned. We are hoping to take advantage of our good form at home to win today's game. I'm happy that our supporters are behind us, and they are in an expecting mood. And people of Ghana should expect nothing but a victory for our club today.
When we all know that anything away from a win definitely will mean that the Indiana Stars are out of contention in making the next stage of the competition. In terms of not playing enough games to be match fit going into this game, how is that going to be a worry?
Well, like exactly as you said, our main enemy has been that factor. As you are aware, our league is on break, and we hardly get matches to play. When our boys resume for campaign, we try getting a lot of matches to play. But every time you make an attempt, you have an excuse from other clubs that their players are on break because of the expose number 12, and they are not at camp, so you are struggling to even get any match to play. So you could see that our boys are lacking match fitness. That sharpness is not there. By the introduction of a new coach for the past 3-4 days, there has been a vast improvement in their mental attitude, and I'm okay with what I saw yesterday at the training grounds. The boys gradually are picking up their sharpness, and from what I've seen so far, Ghanaians should not be worried at all. Even at the press conference, the Congolese coach Laurent Ibenji, he did emphasize that look, without league or without football going on, Ghanaian clubs are always strong, and we are going to capitalize on this to punish them. Like I said, our boys, the kind of respect they have been playing among themselves for quite a long time this season, and that chemistry of understanding existing between them, irrespective of the fact that we lack that mental fortitude, we lack that sharpness to win today. But hey, the boys are well motivated, and the chemistry of understanding that exists between them and their new coach will be a key that will ensure our victory today.
Very much, Evans, for speaking to us this morning here on the AM show. So that was Indiana Stars PR Evans speaking to us ahead of their game later this afternoon. So they are up against AS Vita Club of DR Congo in a CAF Confederation Cup, and that will be their third game in this group. Their first 2 matches, one ending defeat and also the other ending in a draw. So we'll see how Indiana Stars will do. We'll definitely bring you more analysis as we look forward to that game at exactly 3 p.m. when you join us at 2 on Sports Today. But talk of the CAF Champions League and then the Confederation Cup. Yesterday, some matches were played. Artley, they played against Township Rollers. Artley won that game by 3 goals, and Esperance actually beat KCCA FC of they are from Rwanda. They beat them by 3 goals to 2, and then Mazembe MC Algiers ended 1-0 in favor of TP Mazembe, with Setif beating Difa Al Jadida by 2 goals to 1. We'll bring you more in terms of the result and other perspective to the Champions League and the Confederation Cup and our subsequent sports bulletins. But let's move to the international scene. And Usain Bolt is in talks to join Central Coast Mariners on a 6-week trial. Now the A-League side have confirmed. Now, the 31-year-old has trained with a number of sides since retiring from the track, and those clubs include Norwegian side Strømsgodset, where former Black Stars, or no, he's not former, he still play for the Black Stars, but it's been a while since he got a call up to the team. Adam Kwasi, his former team, that's Strømsgodset in Norway. All right, so that's how we end this morning's edition of the AM Sports here on the show. I'm Benedict Owusu. Thanks so much for your company. We are back at 2 with more sports on Sports Today, our major sports bulletin on this platform. Until then, continue, enjoy the rest of the program after this short break.
Learn a skill today in the Multi-TV Installer Training Program